she was getting information, some information before Milagro, and Milagro had an issue with that. What's up? That's the thing that's doing because that happened when I was on Jalen shit the other day. There's something going on with station head. I don't delete your comments. You know, you gonna say what the fuck you gonna say. You don't need to put the delete and shit. But it always been some type of jealousy when it came to Tia because Tia would get certain information before Milagro would. And Milagro did not like the fact that Tia would get that information. And she also spoke up about it with Sunstar. Now to see Tia getting all of the shine and the recognition after the fallout with Unite the People and Tory and them and all that shit she was talking, to see Tia finally getting that recognition because, like I said, Tia was onto shit before Milagro was. Tia would get information from Tory's people directly from Tory, like Tory's friends and stuff like that. Milagro get her shit from Sunstar. Mm-hmm. So to see now that academics is posting Tia's content, down to Sunstar posting Tia's content, it's funny to see because at one point Tia was this, that, and the third. She just wanted to fuck on people XYZ. To she's now getting the information and getting that shit done, and she's getting the recognition. It's not cute to play dirty with folk. Yeah, and that's what it is. Tia not afraid to go outside. Tia's not afraid to go where she need to go. Like Tia went to Miami a couple of times, and I saw that too, Chocolate. I saw that too. So they definitely was like, no, you doing too much. I understand she can be frustrated, but sometimes you gotta keep your frustrations to yourself. You can't just be out or getting on this station here app doing XYZ saying whatever you want because you upset because you don't feel like you being, treated a certain way. Well, you might as well just, shut up. You could have just shut the fuck up. And that's why they treated you different because you didn't know how to shut up. Some information you just don't need. You just gotta play to the back. And I feel like they're now paying attention to. She was all in every picture. She was all up in the music video, shaking her ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they just realized like Tia was the better person because Tia get the information and go about her business. You know what I'm saying? That's what you needed to do, and that's why I feel like even with this shit, even though I do feel like the lawsuit's some bullshit, but at the same time, you was the loudest in the room. You was the loudest in the room, and you still being the loudest in the room. Sometimes you gotta shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you got shit going on with that, it's best that you move in silence. Don't be all up in the music videos like you diddy. Like, come on. Exactly. T's content is seen, I heard. Cause I feel like she thought, you know how a person fight for a person thinking they're gonna get something out of it? That's why I feel like Milagro's mindset was. She might not say that to everyone, but to herself, she felt like, oh, this is gonna take me places. So let me do the extra. Let me go and do the most, and let me go be the loudest in the room, so I can get treated like I wanted to be treated, get the things that I want. Exactly like that podcast is not gonna ever come out at this point. And that was Chuck Leather. That was it. I'm telling you right now as I speak. That's why I don't really want to talk about that because there's more other shit attached to that. And yeah. And don't call me white girl. She kind of like a mulatto. She say how she say, she talk and say shit, what I'm saying, like mulatto. But you so quick to belittle these people because they ain't moving how you want them to move. You can't rush it. Chill. You gotta chill. No, I don't want her coming up and somebody go tell her I said XYZ about Tia and she know that was the fact. You know that shit fact. So I don't want to hear that shit. Don't come up doing shows. You knew you was jealous of that girl. That's why you made her going to speak with Quan that thing. When you wanted to do the same shit she was doing. So the fuck?
A few moments later.
Crazy pop, me and Tia know the same people. Some of the same people. And she graduated from college with the shit. So she know what she doing. That's what it's like. You got to know what you doing. You can't go into shit with your intentions not clear. So now to see Tia getting the recognition she get, I'm shout out to Tia though. Shout out to her. And when I saw that white lady, that Dana lady there, I was like, oh, she would never do Milagro like that. She would never do Milagro like that. And it's just it was a difference. She was more player with her shit. As much as Milagro want to say how player she is, she not player. I gotta keep it play. You know, I gotta keep it copacetic. I gotta do, but you ain't doing it. You burn every bridge that you go across. You burn that bitch. Every fucking that's down to friends, relationships, and down to the business. Every bridge you cross, you find some way to burn that bitch, so you can't even go back over the bitch. Yeah, like the people probably couldn't do what you needed them to do, but they could have put you in contact with people if you were more had some more savviness to you, had more player in you. You could have been able to work your way and have conversations with certain people. They could have had you connect you with different lawyers. But you went up on your show, started disrespecting them. Now they ain't gonna fuck with you now. And you see how easy for them to they replace you with Tia? Yes, it's always somebody else. It's always them doing something to you. No. From the beginning, when you got that lawsuit on your motherfucking birthday, you made it public that you got it on your motherfucking birthday. You should have shut the fuck up about certain shit. That should have been your sign right there. All right, y'all, I'm gonna have to really try my best not to do certain shit. I'm not gonna talk about this. I'm not gonna talk about that girl. I'm gonna shut up and go play I'm gonna do my shit in private. What's up, Mimi? I'm gonna do my shit in private. But no, you thought, okay, I'm gonna get my listeners. Let me tell them how they feel and tell them how I feel, so they can give me more money. No, now you got these people. They probably getting all these shows, hearing what you saying, and like, damn, you could have said that to me on the flip side. You could have had that conversation. Like you ain't none of this shit played. Like I said before, I feel like this lawsuit's a bunch of bullshit. It's a way of Megan and Rock Nation to poke with Tory. They should give her some sympathy because some motherfucker is so, wrapped up in the sympathy shit. So it's just like it's a marketing tool and it's a tool to fuck with Tory. So I get that. But you're not helping. Honestly, you're not fucking helping. You're not helping. And I feel like them people was going to look out for you. That's why that lawyer that was from Florida is backing out, that did back out, because he probably told you to shut up. Same instance with fucking Megan herself when she don't talk about you in this lawsuit. She don't talk to you about this lawsuit. I feel like some people probably forgot that that lawsuit is still happening. You should have been the same way. You should have been the same fucking way. Should have been the same way. You knew them people was fucking with you for a different reason. It's not what you said for real. It's who you connected to. And you was the loudest in the room because who you was connected to. You did the most shit because you was connected to that man. So they gonna go after you. You see they ain't go after academics yet. You see they ain't go after Joe. And you see Joe know how to move. He gonna say what he need to say, but sometimes he gonna shut the fuck up, but you understand that it is what it is. Like, yeah, there's some bullshit. You just gotta start moving like a boss. You're not moving like a boss. You're moving like a low ass girl. And you can't get mad at the world because this happening to you. She did push, and then you was moving inappropriately. Like you was moving. Let's be honest. You could say you said all that shit about T and Quan, but you was all up on her brothers and shit, or on Tory's brothers and shit. So shut the fuck up. You didn't know nothing. What was going on? So you opened your mouth. You opened your mouth about everything and been very vocal about what you. Let me shut up. But it's just yeah. Let me just shut up. Let me shut up because it is a lawsuit out here, and the war is listening to my shit. So he gonna try to throw my ass into some shit, and I ain't got time for all that. What's up from Gucci Louis Prada? Pop them tags, pop them tags. She should have shut the fuck up. You gotta listen to your lawyer. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen. They don't tell you to shut up for no reason.
A few moments later.
Yeah. Um. But that evidence that came out, all that shit is damning. I do see the effort of trying to throw dirt on it. I do see it. And they say, oh, it was already out there. No, half of that shit wasn't out there. And they got caught in a lie with posting that fucking Photoshop ass screenshot of them motherfucking text messages. And that shit was suppressed. Like if that shit was never suppressed, I feel like that court that case would have that case would have went a totally different route. But next time, Tory, once you get out of this and you get back in another situation, you need to talk. Point blank, period. I understand you was gagged for a little bit, but when it's time you go sit in that courtroom, I'm going up there. This gonna be my time to talk, and you needed to be like just like that because you could have avoided all of this shit. To be honest, to be honest, and chose better. And that's another thing I feel like fucked Tory up. He didn't know which lawyers to choose. All them lawyers had some type of connection to Rock Nation, and that's the crazy part. And that goes into Rock Nation having their hands in a lot of shit, And at this point, I feel like they need to chill. I understand having power and influence, but sometimes you need to know how to use your power and your influence. Doing dumb shit like this is not gonna work. Let's get please. Here, Leo. He gonna be in a crazy situation. Shit. He be like, nigga, how you get in that? Always. Them male Leos. I just feel like with this, a lot of shit was forced. Like he's a celebrity. He gonna fuck with two bitches at the same time again. Like, come on. That's and especially when he get out and everybody gonna be on his dick, something gonna happen. But he need to be able to be smart and don't be fucking with no bird brain ass bitches. When you fuck with bird brain ass bitches, this the shit that happens every time. Every time. What's up, other shit? Stop fucking with bird brain ass bitches, and you'll be alright. Cause a bird brain ass bitch gonna put you in, always put you in some shit. And in fact, Megan is a bird brain ass bitch. Her and Kelsey. When you out here being a little hoe, well, being single, make sure you fuck with people that's, not bird brain ass motherfuckers that's going to, hold it down. POP. Yeah, all three of they ass is bird brains. What's up, bananas? It's a lot of bird brain ass activity. Once he get out, he need to be. Don't be going at every all these industry events because you was locked up and none of them niggas fuck with you. Only Chris Brown paid for your shit, your legal fees. So that should be the only person you fuck with when you get out. Don't be all up in your face with Drake because you know Drake is a snake. Yeah, he shouts you up and shit like that. But just leave it professional. Y'all, if you get out and Drake decide to go on tour, you go on tour with him. Y'all want to do some music, do music, keep it business with Drake. Don't start going to these parties with Drake. No. Hell no. I want to know something. Where Bum B ass at? Bum B, bring your ass to the front. Come on. Come on. How you feel about I want to know how he feel about all this shit now. Because he was the loudest in the room. I ain't gonna say nothing about Slim Thug because Slim Thug was just trying to fuck Megan. And she keeps swerving him. Shit. Where all these people that was real loud for Megan at right now? I want to know what they doing. Shout out to Nikki Gilbert. Yo, but I shout out to her for apologizing. Because she didn't know. She did not know. Talking all that shit. You should have shut the fuck up. But shout out to them people. And I can say this, Malago bitch ass was right. Cause Megan ass went on and put on that curly ass wig. And yeah, she shut up there and put that curly wig on.